Hey, people, what's going on? It's Necromancer134 here with a big video. Big because this is my fully automated brewing system. It's not only automated with brewing, well, this is version 1, so right now it's only automated with brewing, but when I'm completely done, it's going to be automated with obtaining the stuff too, so you don't even have to put anything into it. But I want to get started with saying that this was something that I worked on without anyone else's input, and I didn't take anyone else's ideas. I thought that I was going to be the first one with a fully automated brewing system, and I looked in my subscription box today. It turns out that a big YouTuber that I follow named Seth Bling did a video on an automated brewing stand, basically, just a brewing stand, 2 days ago. So he basically beat me to the punch, but his is quite a bit different than mine, and also some of the information he put in his video wasn't exactly accurate with how he set it up. First of all, he's a great YouTuber, and I really love his videos, but I think that he should have experimented with his stuff a little bit longer. He would have noticed some of the differences, but let's get into it, and I'll show you this in action. Okay, so here's where we're going to actually start our journey with this minecart chest. As you can see, the chest has no items in it, and it's laying on top of a powered minecart rail. It's not receiving any power, it's just a powered railing. Now, the only reason why that minecart's not moving is because I have the e-brake on. So I turn off the e-brake. The first thing it does is it comes by and it takes one nether wart. Then rushes over to the second stop and takes out 3 bottles. Climbs up this hill, hits this detector's rail, which sets off a timer that goes through and pushes this piston when these are done brewing. It's set up to that be exact time. I'll show you. The minecart chest dispenses the items through the hopper, and then the hopper gives the bottles and the nether wart into the actual brewing stand. And it goes by, and boom, it delivers them. Okay, let's get to the actual redstone of this. I'll give you a better example without it being so distracting. Okay, now to get into the redstone behind it, first of all, I want you to look at the track. After the track is all said and done with, it does loop back around to go back to the beginning, and as you can see, this powered railing is still on. The minecart chest will continue to go and go and go and make potions until one of 4 conditions are met. The easiest condition is right here. I have an e-brake. If I turn that on, that's one of the conditions. It'll stop the power of the minecart railing. What I'm using to power the minecart railing is an AND gate. It's a logic gate, and what it means is basically, we'll call this torch A and torch B. If torch A and torch B are both receiving power, then the output is on. If either one, though, is not receiving power, so let's say I take out torch B, or the power to it, then the output is off. Both of them, this and that one, have to be powered in order to have an output. And it's actually very helpful if you want to have, like, 2 conditions met, or, like, if you have, like, a hidden doorway where you want two levers to be pressed. Or if you know what, you could even use this in like a 2-person adventure map where there's 2 buttons scattered across the room and 2 people have to press it at the same time. That'd be cool. But I'm digressing. So that's the first condition. Basically, is my e-brake. The second condition right here, being the closest, is there has to be at least a stack of nether wart in this hopper in order for the output to go. I learned that the redstone comparators not only compare signals, but also compare items. So that means that if it's in a chest, a hopper, or a brewing stand, or a furnace, it'll receive an output giving how many items are inside of it. This is actually very interesting, very helpful to what I've been doing. And yeah, so the second condition that has to be met is over here. Sorry about the skip, I just hit a lag spike. I really don't know what's going on tonight. I've been having the laggiest connection. But the second condition that has to be met is right here. It's the same thing, comparator block, but it has to have at least 3 bottles inside this hopper. If it has 2, it won't travel far enough to go into the repeater which will give it power to this torch, so it'll stop. The whole reason why I have these set up, not only to be efficient, but also this whole contraption is built on timing, and it's hanging in a very delicate balance. Let's say I didn't have this, and this was down to 2 bottles. If the minecart came over and grabbed 2 bottles and then went on, it would mess up the whole contraption. After I have this, which basically I have this set on a timer, it's not really a timer, but it hits this detector's rail, it goes around, and then it comes back, which will give it just enough time to grab 3 bottles, and then it will be pushed on its way. Also, it took a lot of fussing around with railings to see how they work, because like going forward it'll turn left, but then when it goes back it'll also keep going left, which was actually really, it was really useful. But anyway, so it will go up this hill after, that's the next stop, and it will hit the detector's rail as you saw. I had to just basically trial and error this. I'm sure there's a lot more compact and better way. Again, this is only version 1, so I will be updating this and making it a lot better with a lot more features. And yeah, so then this takes the exact amount of time that it takes to brew a potion. The minecart gets up to a certain speed so that it actually lands on this hopper, dispenses the items into the brewing stand, and brews the potion, and then it will get pushed off by the piston, dropped off right here, which we'll take out of this hopper. I know it's kind of hard to see, but the hopper has a pipe that's pointed towards the minecart when it lands. What's in this hopper is 5 minecarts, and you need these because if you didn't have items in this, it would take the items that you put into the brewing stand, which would not allow the potion to actually brew. So, and the reason why I picked minecarts, you don't have to have minecarts, it just has to be a non-stackable item, because it will take left from right. So if I had 64 dirt in each one of these, it would just stay there and take out 1 by 1 dirt. So that would kind of mess up the timing. The way this works is, let's say it drops the nether wart and the 3 potions. Once the potions are made, the thing gets dropped. It takes out this minecart, and then it will take out, like, yeah, sorry, it'll take out the 3 bottles. Sorry, I had a brain fart. So then it goes like that, basically. I'm going to put this back just so I don't mess it up. Now, as you probably can imagine, you don't want to be dropping off minecarts inside your chest. And not only that, but if you take a minecart out of here, then the whole system gets messed up, because then it will start pulling potions out the next time around. So what I have is that it goes around here, and I have a railing over a hopper, which drops off the minecart because it drops off left to right. Which, I forgot that I put one in here. But anyway, so yeah, it drops off left to right, and it goes over so fast that it only has time to drop off 1 item, so it drops off the minecart. Then it continues to go. Also, for some reason, there's no clip. I don't know if this is a glitch, but there's no clip with minecarts if it's diagonal like this. So the minecart will continue. It'll land on to this powered rail and over these 2 hoppers, which will deliver the potions into here. It has enough timing so that when this piston actually pushes it and starts it, that it'll have all the items out. Now, the way this works, because as you can see they're not pointing to the same spot, is whenever you can push and pull these powered tracks, and when it hits a powered track going to the right here, it'll line up with it. Right there. And if a minecart is pushed up against a block, because this is kind of pushing it, when this is turned on, it will push the minecart and it will continue going. Which is pretty dang cool. So, yeah, this is fully automated with the actual brewing and delivery process. This is also version 1, so what I'm going to be adding is to make it like actually fully automated, because it's not really, you still have to add all the stuff. I'm going to have a nether wart farm above it, and I'm going to hook up a growth detector so that when the nether wart fully grows, it'll activate the piston, which will basically just push that away. Nether wart will drop in, go to the hopper, and it will be delivered into this, which will be your kind of reserve for nether wart, and so on and so forth. The only thing that obviously you can't really automate is that you will have to replace the bottles. But yeah, so then after it keeps going on, I'm going to add a second station, and I also might work on making it a little more compact. A second station that will take bottles out of this, so we have awkward potions, and it will take it into another system of minecarts where it will give it maybe sugar or, you know, other things to make like potions of swiftness, or maybe melons or glistening melons to make like potions of instant health, and then it will be delivered to your chest in your base. But anyways, yeah, that's my goal. The last part of the video I'm going to be showing is just some key points that Seth Bling, I think, got a little wrong or inaccurate on. And so yeah. Okay, so now a few things about Seth Bling's video. First of all, I really did enjoy it, but there were a few things that I don't think he really got, or at least he didn't notice. And one is that when he built it, he had it set up so that dispensers were set on a timer. As in, the first one would shoot the bottle. I'm sorry, the first one would shoot the nether wart, and then the second one would shoot the bottle, and the third and fourth one would shoot like sugar and redstone, and it was set to be delayed, so that nether wart was first, then the bottle, then sugar, then redstone. However, he also stated that it mattered that there had to be an order. But when you look inside of a brewing stand, and actually first I'll talk about the hopper, sorry. With a hopper, yes, when you're looking at an item, it does go left to right. So when you're looking in the brewing stand, logically it would go left, middle, right, and then the top, which is what he said it would do. However, that's not what it actually does. In a brewing stand, nether wart can't go in here, and bottles can't go in the top. As you can see, this is a bottle-only zone, and then this is only for materials. So you can't actually put the bottle in there. So, if I throw the bottle in first, it gets put in the bottle slot. If I throw the nether wart in first, oh, okay, it went through, goes in the nether wart slot. Also, I think there's I think there's still something to work out. I think like it duplicates items sometimes, because I've been having that trouble. Because I only threw in one nether wart. I don't know. But anyways, let's say I throw in the bottle and then the nether wart. What? Did it go through? No, it did not. Okay, let me go grab nether wart. I don't know why that just disappeared like that. Okay, let's say I throw in the nether wart now. Boom, see? Goes in the top. So it doesn't actually matter the order that they go in. Materials are always going to go on the top, and bottles are always going to go on the bottom. Now, the next thing was that he showed us a spot where he put his bottles, and the second thing in his video was the way that he delivered his potions. He had a double chest, or I think he might have a right chest, I don't know, I think I'm pretty sure he had a double chest going into a double chest, right, which was great for storage, but when you actually deliver the items right through, yes, it would go down. When you're looking at a hopper, again, it does go left from right. But when the hopper looks at a double chest, oh my god. Okay, so the second thing was that the way he delivered his bottles, right, or his potions, he had a double chest and the hopper going to another double chest, which the whole point was to increase your storage. I mean, obviously, once this stopped, this would start filling, then you'd have 2 double chests full of potions. It's a great idea. However, logically speaking, when we look at a double chest, we see one chest. When the hopper looks at a double chest, it sees 2 separate chests. So, if I put items into a hopper, or sorry, not in the hopper, in the chest, as you can see, it's not going through the double chest. Now, this is because the first 3, or the top 3 vertical, going all the way across, is this left chest, and then anything on the bottom 3 is the right chest, which is the hopper is actually on. So, it'll continue down into this chest, but only on the bottom. So this means that it only sucks in items from the bottom if it's on one side, and not only that, but it only fills it on one side. As you can see, I still have plenty of stone to put into this chest, but it only goes on one side. I know that he did clearly state what he thought about the brewing stand, of how it had to be a certain way. I don't know if he clearly stated that this would work. I don't think he did. I'm just showing this because that's what he did in his video. He used it. But yeah, again, I'm just doing this to show the actual uses. I'm not trying to bash Seth Bling at all, again. I really do enjoy him, and I think that me and him should be best friends, especially because both of our names are Seth. And yeah, I'm going to leave this as a video response on his video. Hopefully he watches it, enjoys it, possibly likes it. And if you are watching this, Seth, I'm honored to share the same name as you. So yeah. Please like, rate, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos. I have much more to come. And thank you for watching.